Ladies and gentlemen, I just came from the medical facility for my leg, but I also want to talk about my experience with gimbals. Recently, in the last 45 days, I've been testing a Smooth 5S AI gimbal. Don't get me wrong, the gimbal works very well, but I can't have a gimbal malfunction on me or not work properly if the components or the gadgets on the gimbal are going to malfunction. What I'm talking about, joystick. What I'm talking about is the center axle lock. What I'm talking about is the AI. But recently, I've been having a joystick problem. So ladies and gentlemen, right now I am using my iPhone 14 Pro on my Weebly 2. So I had to convert my universal rig, right, to fit the iPhone 14 Pro. So I had to take off and re-weld the mount for the ND filters that I'm using. I am using the Maven filters right now. I am using a polarizer and a 3-stop. So keep that in mind. I am walking slow because of my leg. I do have a knee injury. So keep that in mind. The reason why I'm using, also, by the way, I am using my Rode Wireless Comica Rode Wireless 2 system. So ladies and gentlemen, I don't think I want to use the Smooth 5S anymore. I don't think I want to. If a gimbal like that is going to cause me problems in the future, I'd rather stay away from it. If I can't use the joystick properly, if the joystick is getting in my way when I'm doing, I don't know, tilt to pan shots and the joystick malfunctions, I can't use it. So ladies and gentlemen, you're on the Weebly 2. You're on the Weebly 2. And I want to just share my experience. I can't walk too far, my knee, but I wanted to test this system out and see how this works, and want you guys to tell me in the comments below, do you prefer this system? Because honestly, I think I'm just going to stick with the Weebly 2, because the Smooth 5S is causing so many problems when I'm actually live streaming. For instance, let's say I tilt up and I accidentally hit the joystick, right? When I accidentally hit the joystick, sometimes the joystick doesn't bounce back. It stays locked in that position. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to give you guys my real expectations in the real world. I am live streaming this to give you guys an idea. I also need to get back on a train to go to my storage. I need to change my clothes. It's been a few days. But yeah, everyone, been having a knee problem, and just ordered a knee brace, which is expensive. $90 for a knee brace, which I already had one of those if New Yorkers wouldn't stop stealing from me. But yeah, everyone, that money was supposed to go to my phone bill. But yeah, so my gimbal experience is this. I don't like Zhiyun's mobile gimbals anymore. I stopped liking the mobile gimbals after maybe the Smooth Q2, and I was like, I'm done. Smooth Q2 was not very good. Then I think they had the Smooth Q3. I didn't get that one, but instead I went to DJI instead. But I went to their pro models. Now Zhiyun does have pro models of their gimbals. I went from the V1 to the V2 to their first Weebly, mind you. And Zhiyun's never saw these videos or never acknowledged these videos. If they did acknowledge these videos, they definitely didn't give me any respect until now. Some people say, then how did you get the Smooth 5S? Well, technically, the Smooth 5S was given to me because I was right about my rights as a, journalist, as a documentarian, as someone that knows marketing. One of the employees was soliciting. They wasn't supposed to contact me and ask me to buy a gimbal so I can leave a 5-star review. That's not how it works. So when I reached out to the main office, Zhiyun, they apologized. They said they're sorry. They make it up. Blah, blah, blah. They send out the first gimbal that got stolen here because, let's be honest, United States Postal Service is the worst mailing service in the United States of America. But United States Postal Service want to violate customers' rights. But then they send another one to me, and this is where we had problems with the second one. I really think that Zhiyun should really take the time out to really answer my questions instead of avoiding them on Instagram. Mind you know what they told me? They told me to send it back and contact customer service. But I was like, wait, but you the ones that sent it to me. That's not fair. I think you guys should just replace it so I can make that statement. It's like, well, Zhiyun immediately replaced it. I sent them back the old one. They gave me a new one, and that was a great exchange. But no, they didn't want to do it that way. Instead, they wanted me to do it the hard way. They wanted me to contact customer support, send the gimbal in, and wait 6 to 8 weeks to see if they repaired it or not. I don't think that's fair, Zhiyun. I really don't think that's fair that you send me a product and then it failed on the first day that I opened the box. Mind you, if you watch my unboxing video, you will see that I literally unboxed it and we were looking at the joystick. We knew we had a joystick problem, just the way the joystick felt and the way the joystick got stuck in the northwest corner of the joystick module. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm shooting this on my Weebly 2, not on the Smooth 5S. I'm using my Maven filters. I'm using my CPL. I'm walking slow. I do have a knee injury. I'm just testing this. Okay? I shouldn't even be carrying this gimbal right now. But I really been in bed. Technically, I've been in bed with a knee problem. So, do show me some respect. I do apologize if the video is not entertaining as you want it to be. But this is just my opinion. I'm using my Weebly 2. I think I'm only going to use the S when I need it in a pinch, or when I do events for rollerblading or concert events so I can get 2 cameras set up. But I'm not going to use it to live stream at all. I'm going to use my pro gimbals to live stream from now on. So if you guys think that's a better option, let me know. If you think the audio is a better option, let me know. Because this is the Rogue Wireless Go-To that I'm using right now. I have it on negative 18 dB. Good afternoon, Kevin. Welcome for Lakeland, Florida. Thank you, friend. I'm just talking about my gimbal experience with the Smooth 5S. It has been good, but it has been good and bad. It has been bad with a point when I'm doing a live stream, when I accidentally touch the joystick, it gets stuck in the northwest corner of that joystick module. I've been having issues with the locking mechanism. Mind you, I have the gimbal with me, and I can show you what's going on, which I already uploaded a video. But I just wanted to share my opinions as a videographer, as a photographer, as a creator, as one of you. I'm just one of you trying to get a sense what the Smooth 5S could have been like. This is what it could have been like. Right now I'm using the Weebly 2. Why Zhiyun couldn't use the materials from the Weebly 2 on the 5S AI? I don't understand that. I know they're trying to use cheaper material to make a budget mobile phone, but today is not the day to today is not the day to cut corners and use cheap plastic material. Today is the day that Zhiyun needs to start using good materials on all of their gimbals, including the mobile gimbals. I say this is because DJI has been doing this to even their own mobile gimbals, using the same materials as their pro materials on their pro gimbals or their hybrid gimbals. This is why I wanted Zhiyun to listen, but they don't want to. They don't want to send out a unit to a proper YouTuber like myself. Mind you, I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm not better than Marcus Brownlee. I'm not better than other YouTubers. But how many YouTubers, Zhiyun, you can literally vouch for right now that you send units to that have updated you constantly about the gimbal's performance? So you can make better decisions on the Smooth 6 or the Smooth 6S AI, if that's a thing that's coming out next year. So ladies and gentlemen, it's important that I have to test these products every single day and report things to you every single day or when I get a chance to. It's because people don't want to buy a product and have to send it back a week later because no one talked about this problem. Because maybe the problem did actually exist, but the YouTuber or the subscriber or the reviewer didn't feel like it was necessary. Everything is necessary when you review a product. Even if it shows a little malfunction, you got to talk about it. So I think Zhiyun doesn't like the fact that I talk about every nick and penny about their gimbal. And it has to be. This is what a proper, honest, 100% review is all about. If Zhiyun doesn't want to listen to my voice or your voice, then they should not be in the business of technology. You want feedback, I give you feedback. You don't want to take it with criticism. You do not. Sometimes I feel like Zhiyun doesn't take things with criticism. A lot of these brands get butthurt quite too fast for the things I may have said or the things I will say. But it's not intentionally. It's to understand, well, technically it's for you to understand me and understand as a user, I'm using your product in the real world. This is why, Zhiyun, let me show you. I just want to ask you a question. Why didn't you not test your gimbal long enough to know that that axle, that locking mechanism for the axle was going to break? It's cheap plastic. It was bound to break in no time, and you knew that. Apparently, you did knew that. Or did you? So, ladies and gentlemen, I just feel like some of us gimbal users are not being, well, honestly, I'm going to say this. I feel like some of us gimbal users that buy Zhiyun gimbals are not being told the truth. So, ladies and gentlemen, I love Zhiyun gimbals, but not their mobile gimbals. I love it at the same time, which it's not a very good relationship between me and a product. If you have a hate and love relationship with a product, that doesn't roll nice with me. And I want Zhiyun to know that, like, these caveats mean a lot because the joystick is the most thing, mind you, the joystick is what you use a lot or 50% of the time when you want to show a shot. Look guys, look at this. I apply to a job here, right? And they said nothing to me about closing down. Guys, there was a bar here called Brooks, right? I literally signed an application for this job. They didn't say anything about closing down. Look, they closed down. So, ladies and gentlemen, please support the channel because it does help me grow, but it also helps me understand. Sorry, my knee is really bad. It helps me understand what my audience want when they want to watch videos, and I want Zhiyun to know this. That Zhiyun, the audio that I'm using is wireless. That makes up 50% of my audience. The video makes up the other 50% of the audience. And the audience don't want to see malfunctions in the gimbal when they want to watch one of my live streams. Jacob Coonan says, city taking too long for permits, and they have been, well, I just paid a bunch of money to get a temporary restraining order. I paid for emotional damages and defamation of character. Mind you, oh, by the way, that James Moore guy, guys, he got arrested. Apparently he got arrested. So, yeah, I told him. Shit, I told this young man, your time has come. But yeah, I just spent quite full of money on protecting myself from this criminal that's been scamming people here in New York City. But yeah, I just spent the last of my funds on a knee brace that's coming on Friday or Saturday. I need another knee brace, because mind you, I had torn my ACL when rollerblading and snowboarding, not once, but I did it twice. And I'm a rough person. This is why I don't rollerblade or snowboard as much anymore. It does hurt when I rollerblade. This is why I take off my shoes or my skates sometimes. If you see me skate now, you see me skate for like 5 minutes, take off my skates, rest my leg. It's because I have my issues. I'm getting old. And can't be young forever, you know? But like I said, everyone, my gimbal experience with my Weebly 2 has been phenomenal. I had no problems with this gimbal. No problems. But soon as I get a new gimbal from Zhiyun, which is a mobile gimbal, soon as I get a new gimbal, I was happy. Smooth 5S, boom, it's gonna make my life easier, right? It's supposed to make my life easier. It's supposed to be attach my phone, plug and play, but it's really not a plug-and-play system, in my opinion. Zhiyun, here's a caveat: you're still not growing, in my opinion, when it comes down to the mobile gimbals. I expected the mobile gimbals to be more up to date with, like, I don't know, lightning. What's going on over there? Mental health, everyone. Yeah, sometimes you get people harassing people in the neighborhood. And this is the problem in New York City. Ugh. You got these nice people probably sitting there, you know, mind their own goddamn business, and this guy's might be, I don't know, giving them a lecture, speaking to them. This is New York City, everyone. You get interrupted, you get disturbed, and look, this guy's standing there making sure he don't do anything. See, everyone's standing by, because we know, if you're not living in New York City, you never lived in New York City, you know when someone like that is unhinged, be prepared to, like, move away, step away, or be cautious. So, ladies and gentlemen, be on your toes when you're in New York City. And don't be a punk. Don't ever be a punk. But like I said, everyone, just making sure these folks are nice. They're not being bothered. He's just talking to himself, probably. Yeah. You gotta be careful. But like I was saying before about my gimbal experience, everyone. All right? Zhiyun. I know I talk a lot, Zhiyun, but you have to understand from my point of view. I was happy with your Smooth 5S. I was happy. I'm still happy, but I'm not fully happy. I'm only 50% happy because the axle can't be locked now. Now I can't lock the axle on the gimbal anymore. That means I can't store it properly. That's why I'm upset. I cannot store the gimbal properly if it cannot lock in its orientation for travel use. Zhiyun, once again, I can't use the joystick because it gets stuck in the northwest corner sometimes in the southeast corner. It depends. I just don't think that I would want to recommend the Smooth 5S to anyone until Zhiyun starts using premium quality materials on their mobile gimbals like GGI, or even Fujitech is using some premium quality materials on their gimbals. The problem that I'm having with the gimbal, also everyone, I talked about this a few times, is the flexibility. It's too flexible. Like literally, I mount it onto my backpack, and when I grab it and I squeeze, actually, let me show you. Let me show you real time what I'm talking about. Sorry everyone, my knee is kind of bummed. So let me sit you guys flat. Let me take off this book bag because there's really nothing in here but some work papers for my taxes. So I'm gonna take this gimbal off right now. And I'm gonna show you guys. I want you guys to look at this gimbal. You see this gimbal? So now I can't lock it. It does this all the time. Look at this. This is not acceptable, Zhiyun. It's supposed to be locked. I can't lock it anymore. You see what I'm saying, everybody? Look at this. You see how this comes loose too fast? But watch this. You see how flexible this is? That bouncing, it's strong. It doesn't affect the video, but I am concerned when transporting this, mind you, but also putting this in a bag for the other camera equipment. When I do this to the joystick, you see how it stays stuck up to the center? You see? You have to force it to the center. See? You got to force it to the center. That is not an ideal gimbal. I want to see this gimbal with this material on the Weebly 2. From the Weebly 2, I want to see this gimbal. I want to see quality made. I want to see the Smooth 5S or the next version of this gimbal. 6 or 7, I don't care what number it is, what model it is. It doesn't matter. It's just, it just doesn't feel premium like I thought it felt like when I first unboxed it. Yeah, maybe I was too happy. Ugh. I'm sorry, everyone. So maybe I was a little bit too happy with my first impressions. I was happy with it. I'm still happy with the gimbal. I'm just not happy with the performance and the quality control. And not only that, I'm not happy that Zhiyun said, hey, just contact our support office and have them deal with it. What do you mean have them deal with it? You send me the product. You should replace it. Mind you, I didn't buy the product, Zhiyun. You sent it to me because you knew and I knew that one of your employees was in the wrong. But like I said, everyone, I really think their gimbals are amazing, but not their mobile gimbal. Honestly, I know I'm stretching, I'm looking for too much, But these gimbals, it doesn't matter. Let me explain. These gimbals, even on the mobile gimbal, these gimbals are designed to perform, the way they're supposed to perform. They're supposed to form a very professional video quality aspect, right? They're supposed to perform like a gimbal. Doesn't matter if you buy the cheapest gimbal. They all have stabilization. You can take a mobile gimbal and people won't even realize that you shot that video on a mobile gimbal. But like I said, everyone, I just wanted to make a video, a live stream, that I don't think I will be using my Smooth 5S. And size. I think you guys like the audio that's coming from this Rode wireless microphone anyway. Even though I do like the Comica Boom XD, but there is a problem with that Boom XD and my receiver. And I told Comica about this 4 years ago, and they still are trying to avoid my question. Why does the MI receiver cut in and out when there's high traffic frequencies? And that is because I can't change the channel, ladies and gentlemen. The reason why I can't change the channel, everyone, on the Boom XD, because it's a fixed 2.4 gigahertz wireless system. I can't change the channel from 1 to 20. It's stuck on one channel, and this is why the MI receiver cuts in and out of audio. It's because you are in a city with 2.4 gigahertz transmissions everywhere. When you bounce A, B, and C transmissions off of A, B, and C transmission, you're going to get interference. This is why I'm asking Comic-Con, I was asking Comic-Con Audio, what happened? And this is why they stopped selling. They updated it. They updated their models. It got better. But my questions and my problems never got resolved. So now I'm using the Rode wireless to see how that works on the iPhone 14 Pro as I'm using this on my gimbal. So ladies and gentlemen, please do support the channel. I'm gonna get on the train. My leg is killing me right now. My knee, it's my knee that is killing me the most. So ladies and gentlemen, if you guys want to support the channel, oh, by the way, I did buy, like I said earlier, I did buy a knee brace. It cost me $92. I want to say thank you to Phil for donating the $50 for that. I want to say thank you to Alicia for donating. I want to say thank you, Michael, for donating a little bit. And thank you, Henry, for donating so I can get it. Because, yeah, everyone's asking me where's the live stream yesterday. Everyone's asking me for a St. Patrick's Day. I couldn't. I don't think I was able to. And plus, it was rainy. It was cold. It was wet. Not on this knee. Not on this. You see how I'm just walking in one little area? I'm not even walking throughout the city because of my knee. So take that with a grain of salt. So, ladies and gentlemen, my gimbal experience, my usage on the gimbal, Zhiyun, mind you, I am no amateur when it comes down to gimbals. I had DJI gimbals. I had Mosai Air gimbals. Zhiyun gimbals. I even had a Fujitech gimbal at one point, and I thought it was trash because it was trash. I'm sorry, Fujitech. But your first your second line of gimbals did not have parameter. Like, you couldn't change the parameters of your gimbal. Basically, you couldn't customize if you wanted a slow tilt or a fast tilt or a fast pan or a slow pan. You couldn't change parameters, but they changed that after the third version. Yeah, a lot of people complained that there was no flexibility in changing the settings in their gimbals. As someone that used gimbals a lot for video, professional gimbals, with a gimbal body harness, I'm telling you that the Smooth 5S gets a 3 out of 5. I'm sorry, Zhiyun, but your gimbal gets a 3-star out of 5. I've been using it for nonstop for almost 45 days. And I have to say, 3 out of 5. Plastic materials, joystick is not working correctly, axle broke, AI not functioning and not doing object tracking, because it claimed to do object tracking, but it doesn't want to do object tracking, as we tried that many times. You saw on this channel that the AI tracking failed multiple times. Even if I'm in the screen, in line of sight of the sensor, it would still fail. You guys saw videos of that happening in real time. This is why I can't recommend the Smooth 5 SAI. This is why I'm not providing. I am, mind you, I am providing a Zhiyun link, but you can go buy another gimbal from that link. I recommend the Weebly 2, Weebly 3, the CINEPEER. If you're gonna buy a gimbal for your smartphone and for your DSLR or little mirrorless camera, hey, can I recommend buying the CINEPEER of Zhiyun's brand of CINEPEERs? Because those gimbals are called hybrid gimbals. You can put a smartphone on it, and you can put a professional camera on it. Keep this in mind, the CINEPEER the weight capacity is up to 4.4 pounds. 4 pounds, 4 ounces. Okay? Just like the DJI new gimbal. I really want one though. I really want one, because that AI tracker is by far, I'm hearing so many good things about the AI tracker. I don't need to use that AI tracker with certain software. Did you know that, everybody? I can use that AI tracker for any software in any camera. But the Zhiyun is limited. The AI is limited. This is why I don't want to recommend it to anyone at this time. If you are going to buy it, listen, you don't need the AI. You're not doing product reviews. You're not doing professional video or sports tracking. You're not doing running marathons or tracking your subject. Just buy the gimbal. It's at what, 130, 140 bucks? But if you do have a problem with the gimbal, just send it back, get your money back, just buy a DJI. Mind you, I'm not sponsored by Zhiyun. They did give me a free gimbal, but I'm not very happy with it right now. I just don't like being, I just don't want to, I don't know, guys. Last week I was very frustrated with it. The joystick and not very ideal. So, I'm going to get going, everyone. Take care of yourselves, everyone. See ya.